Hey there, geeks, and welcome to another edition of Comic Card Crazy. We just wrapped up our DC Comics series, and now we're just going to have a little palate cleanser, something kind of fun, going back to the days of the 90s comic book boom. That's right, we're going to be opening up packs of Ultraverse trading cards. We're going to get into a little discussion here, but I can't do this alone. If we're talking about the Ultraverse, it's so vast, it's so giant, right? So we got to bring someone else on that might be able to give their opinion, might be able to tell us what they know about the Ultraverse, if anything. So allow me to bring on your pal and mine, Mike Schwartz. How you doing, Mike?
I'm great now that I have these cards, Adam.
So exciting, right? I sent these
Oh
to
my
you in the
goodness.
mail.
Hey, you sent them in the mail to me months ago, and it's just been burning a hole in my pocket.
When you have an unopened pack, yeah, you're just like, oh,
Unopened. Here,
no,
just so they know, that's completely unopened.
that's right. No, I want to get into this a little bit because you've joined the podcast as a host recently, and we're in like 1998, we're in 1999. Ultraverse is something that was happening in 1993, coming out from Malibu Comics. We were getting titles like Hard Case, The Strangers, Prime, Prototype, okay, Freaks with an X, even though it's covered up there, right? Mantra, Ultra Force. Okay, so there's all that going on there. And
Where's Sludge? Where's Sludge?
I know, the one horror title, right? That's what you were looking for. But I'm sure, as someone who is constantly in back issue bins and 50-cent bins, you're finding Ultraverse all over the place. Yes.
Tons of Ultraverse, but I have to admit, I never buy it. I buy some Prime. Like I've bought in Prime, especially there was a Boris cover I bought recently. I think I shared it on one of our haul videos. But I don't know a lot. And I just got the Sludge Xmas special recently because I collect Christmas comics. But I know very little, Adam. I know the visuals. I don't know the stories. The visuals, the characters, I know very well. Not a clue what's going on in this universe. So tell me, teach me.
Well, a lot of times the trading cards are good for that, in fact,
Yeah,
because they will give you the backstory of a lot of characters or talk about a storyline or whatever. In fact, one of these packs is called Origins, so we'll kind of get into those details. But yeah, like the Ultraverse itself is another thing that it was all over Wizard Magazine. They were giving you, mini comics to introduce things. I even, they were a big promotional machine. They were doing commercials and everything. But I have an Ultraverse T-shirt that I got in a lot with a Wizard T-shirt that I wanted. Jump on
wow.
now. In
What
1993, this is what they were trying to get you to do. Like, there's the Malibu logo on the sleeve there. Anyway,
is
so
it the jump on the titles now? Is that what they mean?
yeah, they're
Okay.
saying jump on board. This is the new hot universe.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna want the Ultraverse, and they pumped a lot of money into it. They were very innovative. Even just their printing and their coloring techniques really popped at the time. But they were just like Image, tried to be Marvel. I mean, Image was like Marvel Extreme, obviously, and then with what they were doing at Ultraverse was kind of like, well, what if also this? It's like a different
Yeah.
version of Marvel.
Interesting.
But at the time, I'm assuming you didn't pick up a single Ultraverse issue as a kid.
No, we just had a conversation with my dad on an episode, and he was getting Valiant, and I was Image. So we each had our own lanes a little bit, and we never went outside of Marvel, Image, or DC, or Valiant in his case.
Yeah, well, it's in my case, like of the two, when it was like Ultraverse and Valiant was like turning into Acclaim Comics and still trying to be something else. Like I went with Valiant, and I still was
Yeah.
thinking they had the better stories and it was cooler characters. So Ultraverse was like it was always there. I never pulled the trigger. I never said I have to have these.
It's interesting because the new publishers, they're not trying to create like a cohesive universe anymore. That's gone. Like I think Skybound is doing it. That's the Walking Robert Kirkman's company, and Ghost Machine is doing it. But you don't, I'm with Clover. It's Armored is its own thing. Distillery Comics has their own books but they're all very separate. No, even Image is separate. They don't really have a cohesive universe in any way. They tempted it here and there, but so the
Yeah.
Ultraverse was cohesive. Like these characters went
Yeah, they
across.
crossed over into each
That's
other's
cool.
books.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like they definitely knew of each other. And I think that was, editorially speaking, they really had a focused group that were saying, this is the universe, this is how it works. Yes, you could borrow this character, yes, you could do this, and so and even a lot of their talent were people that had come over from Marvel. So I think everybody just knew that system, especially that Jim Shooter established a lot even more, like because obviously Stan Lee did that in the early days with Fantastic Four and Spider-Man and
Yes.
Hulk and everybody crossing over. But then like Jim Shooter was really tight on continuity and doing all those things. So I think they came from that world and they're like, this
That's
is what we're
cool.
gonna do now. So yeah, an interesting moment in time that didn't quite catch on. I think we got a Prime video game, and there were toys. There was the Ultra Force animated series that some people remember. That Galoob made the action figures, so all of that,
Yes.
and even your editor, uh, who on your Armored, your comic book that's coming out here,
No,
made
my publisher. My
Oh,
publisher.
oh, that's right. He's your publisher at Clover
Yeah.
Press, Hank Canals. He was over at Malibu. He was involved in the Ultraverse. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can find that interview actually here on our YouTube channel if you want to go back and hear his memories of what was
That's a
going
good
on.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. But let's get into some of these cards here. Now, normally when we do these videos for Comic Card Crazy, it's just like kind of a down view of the cards, but there's two of us here that are going to be sharing, so we'll just kind of hold up the card to the camera. You guys can see it that way. But the first pack that we'll open, I think let's each open it and we'll just kind
Okay.
of trade back and forth the cards we're getting. So these are by Skybox, which were the big card manufacturer at the time, right? So these are the Ultraverse. This is basically like the premier edition trading cards. There's nothing super fancy back here. They don't really even promise any type of like they say limited edition bonus cards, but they don't seem to like tell you what's on them, like what makes them special. There's a rookie card, an ultimate rookies card, and an Ultraverse Ultra card, but it doesn't just those names aren't descriptive. It's not like Prisma card or hologram or something.
What are these numbers? 736, 118. What
That's
are
the likelihood of finding them out of that many packs.
there's seven. Okay, so seven of the cards within 36 packs are rookies.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So you know your odds. They will tell
These
you.
odd, but they're just weird. Like one eight of 18, one of 36, or seven of 36.
The
Very
super
bizarre.
collectors, they want to play the percentages, you
Yeah.
know? But on the cover here, hard case, just to catch
Yeah.
you up here. So he was like kind of their Captain America, Superman hybrid. He's super tough, but he was a movie actor. So I guess he had a little bit of Wonder Man in there as well. But
So dated though, the look. Like it
with the
just
ponytail.
screams 90s. Like it just, hey, let's just create something that's good for the 90s and that's it.
Well, I mean, they were just as much influenced by Image, I'm sure. They're like one
Yeah.
year before. They're like, this is what they're doing. Big shoulder pads, we can do it. But let's open it up.
Okay.
We'll start looking at.
I have not opened a pack of cards in a while. This feels good. I missed this.
So first thing I always like to look at too is just like the quality of the cards themselves. Like
Ooh.
right off the bat, I'm looking at this. What even is this? This says,
Wait, is it upside down?
well, it is, but does it make a difference? It
Other
does.
way, other way. I think I see
No,
it.
look, because the no. Oh, you think it goes this way?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
it's
it
a
goes head.
character. Now I can see. It's just a bunch of shapes. Gate. Okay. And
Yeah, okay. These are cheap looking, I have to admit. Is
yeah,
this the same time period as like the Marvel Universe? Like it's
absolutely. And
93, so
yeah, and Skybox was the one producing them, so they have like the power ratings and all that. But at the same time, yeah, that just the quality of the art, which was not a problem in the printed books of the Ultraverse line. That's very strange.
okay, so you just showed Gate. I got Twilight. Not sure if anyone's a fan favorite for anybody, Twilight.
I'm trying to imagine what like does it say what Twilight was Twilight a part of a team? Because that's not even a character I recognize, part of the Strangers
No,
or
it
what?
just says Billy Stevens was an ordinary 11-year-old boy until he was exposed to jumpstart effect.
Hmm.
Uh, one of his creations came to life and killed his mother. I
Hmm.
don't know.
So it sounds like maybe he has dreams and they come to life or something.
Jumpstart effect is latent ultra-human abilities manifest. Billy thought he could only create illusions. It was illusions.
Oh.
But is he a villain? Like it's kind of now knowing it, like the cape looks really cool. Like there could be
Yeah, but they don't
very,
give you any details. They don't tell you what book they appear in. So I'm kind of like, okay, as a
very
promotional tool, maybe
strange.
they're missing it. Now this is a guy I remember. So this is Firearm Mike. Firearm, his big
Okay.
deal was when they produced his first issue, they also made a short film live action of the character to introduce him.
That's
And it
amazing.
was packed as a VHS tape on the first issue.
You guys talked about this on the podcast years ago, and I
Yeah.
remember listening to you guys talk about that. Wow.
Yeah. So he's just really good at shooting.
Okay, so the next one I have is Irwa. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is a different card in that it on the side it's a bit different than Twilight's.
Yeah.
You see
Okay.
that? And so it has origin, the wold, technology, magic based, government, monarchy, alignment, peaceful. What does that mean? I don't I don't know. The Erwa are denizens of the world. While they are technologically advanced, they also have roots deep within magic.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay.
My next one here, I recognize this is War Strike, who is the most 90s of 90s. But I remember him from the cover of Mantra #1
Right.
here. So there he is firing off his guns. But let's see if they give us a little bit more detail here. Nope. So this is literally just like height, weight, date of birth, all those things, you know?
Can I see the back? Is it interesting? Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
it says here that he to feel his adrenaline pump through his body to go on the wire and have his precognitive sixth sense kick in to put himself in danger time and time again. So that was his thing. He had to have adrenaline surging through his body, and then he would have like spider sense, basically.
okay. Um, sorry, I these are all going to be new to me, but we got Zip Zap here.
Okay.
My favorite thing about this card, though, is the power chart. Speed is everything else is basically crossed out by speed. That's all that matters. Do you know him? Still nothing?
I think is from Freaks, if I remember right. But was there another team? I'm trying to think. I was going to flip through here real quick and be like, "Where's Zipset?"
Strangers. He'd be an equal member of the Strangers, it says.
Oh,
Everyone's wealthy would he have believed at age 12. He was 12 years old and he was part of the Strangers.
that's right. There he is, right there.
And
Okay.
an international media sensation.
Here's one right here. Shadow Mage. I don't know about Shadow Mage at all, but definitely a bad girl
Like the
look.
hair. Like the hair.
Yeah. Trying to see if it gives us. Oh, she's one of the Air One, so she's one of them. Whatever
Oh,
their
she's
deal
one of
is.
them. Okay, so we can put them together.
And her,
Okay, next.
by the way, her biggest reading on her power chart is for cool factor. It's off the charts.
Well, the hair. The hair got me.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Slayer next. Adam, anything?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Okay. Ray Quinton. Uh, I don't want to have to read it. I'm not seeing anything, but Ray encountered more than he could predicted. Obsession, fear, anger. Ray was a hero, but at what cost? And cool factor is also his thing, Adam. Off the charts for cool factor, it looks like.
Everybody's so cool in the Ultraverse.
They are. And you know what? I can tell. These outfits. Okay.
All right, next one here is Mustang. Look at this guy. Woo! Love that chest.
My problem with the Ultraverse is they all look so generic. Why? Like, that's what I don't like about it. It's too generic for me.
It says here Mustang must well it says uh okay. Rachel, these studs that run the length of his arm from upper forearm to hand allow Mustang to literally hurl electrical bolts through the air to shock an opponent or short circuit machinery. So he's just got a shocking armband. That's what he does here.
He's a
So
shocker. Again,
yeah.
we're basically looking at the no-name brand of superheroes. That's kind of,
Yeah,
no offense
we're
to
running
anyone
into
there. I'm sure the stories are great, which I should get into. Okay, next we have Doc Virtual. Doc Virtual. Sorry.
you have picked like the no name of the Ultraverse pack. I'm just like, there's nobody in here except for Zip Zap.
And I just want you to know his greatest power is cool factor.
Of course, look at him. He's got sunglasses on. And he's virtual, man.
I do like his outfit. It remind again, no name brand of like, yeah, I don't know.
The
It's
Stranger or Phantom
Stranger
Stranger or the Shadow, whoever.
Shadow. Yeah.
Next up here definitely looks like a villain. We got Deadeye. And he has a mohawk and he
Okay.
has a Kano faceplate on, if you can, and a big gun. Looks like evil Kano version of Cable. This is another one. He's on the Exiles, so I guess no. He's
Oh,
so and Marvel eventually reimagines what the Exiles is after they bought the Ultraverse, but this is
yeah.
from the original version of Exiles. So
Yeah, I've been picking up those early like Exile with Juggernaut on the cover and stuff. So
yeah,
I haven't read them yet, but I've been grabbing them. Okay, next, I'm sure another one you know nothing about, but Death Dance.
nope.
Nothing. He okay, yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing here of
What
interest
about
other
Cool Factor, Mike? Cool Factor.
off the charts, Adam. Off the
I want to know if they did anybody get a lower than off the charts rating?
I
Look
just
at all
want
their
you to
cards.
know that this pack was cool factor pack. I only got the cool ones. I'm
I
sorry.
know. We're so lucky. Okay, two cards to go. This is a new style of card, though. Ultra Tech. Okay, this is an Ultra Tech card, and I'm trying to see. I think that looks like prototype is what they're talking about. But what is this saying? In a brave new world filled with ultra technology, ultra magic, ultra heroes, and ultra villains, it's only natural that at least one company would have an ultra employee. And that, yeah, so they're talking about prototype. So with Ultra Tech, there's his gauntlet, but
Gauntlet. Love it.
that's
I just want you to know my pack actually just turned awesome. The last two
okay.
cards. These are big ones for me at least, okay? I feel like this is a rookie. It should be a rookie. In my eyes it is.
Oh, it does
Prime.
not. What does it have on the back? Does the number? Does it say R? Ooh,
No,
it's 86. Okay,
it's
so
just 86. So it isn't a rookie. It's just to me it is. Um, but we got height, weight. He's only 7'6". I thought he'd be like 8 feet, but eyes brown, hair brown, age 13. He's Shazam. That's all Prime is in
yep,
my eye. But yeah, so I got Prime.
finally got one. Yeah. Speaking of rookie cards, I got one. I got
Oh,
prototype
you
rookie
got
card. Right on the back, it says R7. You see that
so
there?
what makes it a rookie? Is there a foil on it?
No, literally nothing, just a gold border, I guess, if you want to look at it, just a different card design, but there's nothing special about
What
it.
about the art? Hold it up closer. The art, is it painted? Oh, is
Oh,
it,
maybe it
it's
is.
Jusco. It's a Jusco painting.
You're
That's
right,
pretty
it is.
cool.
That's Joe Jusco.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's nice. I like that one. You
So the
win.
art itself is what the special feature
Yeah.
is.
I feel like I was doing well with Prime, but you came out on top already. Okay. But we're gonna end on my personal favorite of the Ultraverse. I know nothing about him other than I love the way he looks. Sludge.
Oh,
Yeah. There
glad we
you go.
sent you the right pack that you got a
Yes.
sludge.
Oh, and they don't even give his stats. It's just a quote from Steve Gerber. He's not like any other muck creature in comics before, already admitting he's a muck creature. He's got a great deal in common with Dirty Harry, except he drips a lot. Interesting. There you go. That's my pack.
All right. Well, cool. So that was that inaugural set. Yeah, a lot of no-name characters. Hard to believe that anybody would want to collect them. These came out the same year as the comics. So it's just like, I know nothing. I will buy them. Okay. But then this one here is the next year. So Ultraverse 2. Okay, and they're saying here that they are Origins trading cards. Okay. And we have Rune on the cover there, Barry Windsor Smith, creating
Cute.
Rune. Um, and
I have
so
a question for you, Adam. Since
yeah,
you got me these packs, did you only get two of each pack?
yeah.
Okay, do you know if they had different packaging?
They may have like I want to believe that they had like some variation. We can always look it up on eBay
Very good.
and pull it up and see.
Okay.
Let me see real quick here because I think they probably had variations. I'm looking.
Yeah, so
Um,
painted bonus cards were 1 in 10, and the Ultraverse Ultra cards were 1 in 36.
I do see, yes. So they had another version that was because like this one we have the vertical. They had a horizontal version of the pack that had
Oh,
Prime and Mantra. And who's the
okay.
other one here? Some guy who's glowing blue. I don't even know what his power is, but they're just like visually interesting. Put it on the pack. So yeah, so I'm very interested to see here what is different. We're getting 8 cards in these packs, but like, is it going to be a higher quality of card? Is there going to be more details, or is it just an expanded roster of characters? So
So it says there's 8 cards in a pack, and 1 in 10 cards, or is it 1 in 10 packs that get has a painted bonus card?
yeah, 1 in 10 packs. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
You never know. We did pretty good. We got one rookie out of the.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Gonna have to fast
Oh,
forward the
sound
setup.
right. Okay. Whoa, okay, so right off the bat, these designs are so different. This looks like a skateboard art. This is something. Look
I
at
don't
this right
even.
here. Look at what we got going. I don't even know if you can see the fine details, but there it's gray and it's got specks like all around it, and then you got that pink and that green. Like
Adam, if if trading cards were an 80s mall, these would be them. Or if 80s malls were a trading card, these would be them. Sorry.
I mean, just look at that. Wow. That is insane. Yeah, so my first one here is Boneyard. This one
Okay.
does a little bit more to give you because it tells you who created it. It tells you who came up with the character design, who was the artist on this card. In this case, this is Walt Simonson, which is cool. And then they tell you who the colorist is even. So it's nice that they were giving some more credit to the artists and what they were doing here. Plus, the breakdown is basically just a nice little bio of the characters. So
Yeah,
I like what
cool.
they're doing.
So mine is Hellion. Do you know him?
I know Kevin Hellions, but I do not know just Hellion.
Wow. I love his jacket. Again, maybe 1980s shopping.
Who does it say came up with that character design?
I don't know this name. Ammerman and
Hmm.
Deinhardt. Character design, David Ammerman.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Next one here. This is another. Now they're mixing in some hot orange into the background, but this is Ripper. Oh no, Rip Fire. Well, all the same. Rip Fire, Ripper. But now they do have a power chart on this one, and cool factor, in case you were wondering, to the max.
They didn't give up on it. Why does Hellion not have that on the back?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
see, that's what I'm saying. Like my boneyard didn't have that originally, so it's just like,
he's just well, they're not cool. There's no point in putting
yeah,
them.
why bother?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. My second is Boom Boy.
Oh
Clearly
boy.
not cool at all, but he has a little bio. Jerry Jones created him. Character design, Walter Simonson. Yeah. So Walter
He's on
Simonson.
Freaks, I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure he's this guy right here. And he lived
Ah,
in a basement and he was like kept under there as
yeah. It's he was a deformed child.
yeah.
Weird. Okay.
All right. Next one here. You need big and bulky. How about Outrage? Outrage, big purple, hulky type figure. Although it says slash Verk on the back is
Okay.
his name. Let me just see. Is it Verk was one of the greatest spies of his native country when Verk was double crossed and forced to kill a ranking officer in the Darkurian army. He became a hunted man, forced to flee Earth. He became a drifter and occasionally. So that's just like I guess everybody in his race can transform into a monster. They don't give any origin here about how he got that, but Huang Nguyen was the character designer. James Hudnall created the idea of the character. So
Okay. Next up we have Mastodon.
hmm,
No, not ringing any bells. Okay.
no, no.
There's really I'm not even gonna bother reading. Once Malka, I don't know. He's got big horns.
It doesn't even strike your interest to want to read. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
it doesn't. It created by Steve Gerber
Okay.
and character design Rob Phipps.
I wonder if
So
he was like battling sludge or something, maybe.
yeah, you gotta wonder that, eh? Okay.
This one next up, Firearm is back. He's looking buffer than
He looks
ever.
different. Yeah, look at
Yeah,
that.
it's a kind of a different look here. It says that he was designed or created by James Robinson and designed by
Oh,
Howard Chaykin. So it can't be,
wow, those are two great creators there.
yeah. Cully Hammer was the artist on here, but yeah, interesting. On the back, it's funny because it just says terminate.
And Adam, I'll leave this is your choice if you're gonna like it or not. I actually like the art on this one. I
That's
think
what I
it's
was
a
gonna say.
nice.
Is that like Kevin McGuire art or who
And
is that?
it's vaguely like it looks familiar, right? But
Yeah.
it's created by James Hudnall. She's created by James Hudnall and Jim Callahan.
Hmm.
So
But the card artist on the second line, usually
on
it'll
the
say,
second line, oh my God, it's Brian Boland.
oh, it's Boland. No.
That's why it looks so good. We're both like, hey, this one looks good.
Yeah.
That's why.
uh,
Yeah,
how-
just going back, none of the others had significant artists like
okay.
Boland. Yeah,
Uh,
wow.
hard to distinguish once again. Dark Wave. What am I seeing here? Just
Can
goop.
you hold that up closer? Because it looks, I kind of love that one. That's so Mike Schwartz thing. I love it.
Just amorphous, villainous creature here. Um, but yeah, basically, what are they saying here? Blah blah blah. A one-time wetware experiment to create water from the atmosphere. It used brainwaves of a small girl to create a form more powerful than only it could create on its own. That's convoluted. I don't. Brought to you. Hey, what do you know? It was actually created by three people: Mason, Canals, and Denko. So Hank had a hand in Darkwave. Next time you talk to him, what do you remember about Darkwave, Hank?
Wow, really?
Yeah, Aaron Lopresti created the design. This seems like another sludge villain,
Yeah,
maybe. And then
awesome.
Rick Parker did the art on this particular card. So,
Okay, cool. Next up, I actually really like the art on this one. It's Mantra.
oh, cool.
Yeah. Do you know her?
Yeah, well, it's a good book. I liked
Yeah.
Mantra a lot. It was really
Yeah.
because it's about a male warrior who gets reincarnated in a woman's body, but they handle it really interestingly, like how he decides to accept that.
So here's what's interesting. Created by Mike Barr, but the
Mhm.
character design is by Adam Hughes, but the
Uh-huh.
card art is by Jerome Moore.
Hmm. But
Uh,
yeah, but I mean, they were. I think at the time when they were developing, they're just kind of like, let's create cool things. You may not be able to stay on the book, but help us
yeah.
create a character. All right, next up here, there he is. So another version of Sludge.
Okay.
So that's a pretty cool
That
angle
is
that they
cool.
chose for him here. But look at that
Yeah.
face. Ah.
Okay, cool.
So
Sludge.
obviously the card art on this. Oh, this is Steve Rude doing this one.
Oh, nice.
Neat.
That's why it's so good.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what's funny, Adam. My next one is Sludge as well. It's an interesting card. It's just hard to kind of make out what's happening.
But it
Like,
looks like Firearm has him in
yeah,
crosshairs.
he has crosshairs on him. And I'm curious, what's the back of your Sludge? Because
Oh,
mine is a bio.
yep, similar.
Why would they give us two Sludge?
I mean,
Kevin Nolan, designer, Steve Gerber, creator,
yeah.
Aaron Lopresti is the card artist.
Oh, okay, because he was the main artist on the Sludge series. But tell me, how does your card start off with its bio on the
The
back?
confirmation of the creature's existence was only recently assessed by Aladdin field agents.
Okay, see, mine just is like an actual bio where it's like Detective Frank Hogue learned that murder and chemicals just do not mix the hard way.
This is a because this is an Aladdin Ultra Human assessment card. So it's the assessment is to terminate him.
Okay, that makes more sense. That must have been what my firearm was
Yeah.
earlier as well. Okay, last one here, or not last one here, second to last, but a different now card set, subset, if you will, like a battles set. So Prime versus Hard Case, which is pretty cool.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. But it actually on the back, it's neat. It shows you like the comic that it was in. So
Oh.
Breakthrough must have been like a mini series they were doing of letting them battle each other, but that's kind of neat. So
I'm unfamiliar with this guy. Scourge.
pull up a little higher for us.
Oh, sorry.
Ah,
I'm
looks
too
like it
busy
wants to be
thinking.
Spawn. I can tell you that
Or
much.
Batman. To
Yeah.
me, I thought it was Batman at first. So, yeah. Duncan Thorpe returned from his trek around the world only to find the city in which he grew up under siege by new underworld forces. He's Batman. There we
There you
go.
go.
And he was created by Jerome Moore and creator. Sorry, it's Moore and Canals.
Hey, kind of head to this one too.
Wow, so many creations.
All
Hey,
right,
last one,
last
Adam.
yeah, this last one is a little grotesque. He was on, the packaging. We have a rune card, but that is an extreme close-up I did not need.
But what is the deal? It doesn't. Is that a special card?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a totally different design, right? And look on the back here. It's just got a bio, but it looks different. So I think this, oh, and it even says rune here. So maybe it was like a rune subset because he was the hot new character they were pushing.
Gotcha.
But yeah, because it's just like Barry Windsor Smith, Chris Ulm were the creators, and Barry Windsor Smith obviously did the art for the card and the character
Yeah.
design. So
Okay. I actually really happy with the cards I got because I like this character too, and I've posted him on my 50 Cent Comic Collector Instagram account. But Lord Pumpkin,
yeah.
yeah, that's a cool card. Created by Dan Danko and character design Eldred, and card artist is Walter Simonson. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm with
pretty
you,
cool.
dude. Lord Pumpkin has always been my favorite Ultraverse
He's
character
great.
ultimately. Because like they did all the superheroes, you're like, this villain character, and
Yeah.
he's got a tragic backstory. Like there's just a lot of cool stuff going on with him. So
You know more than me already. I just like
oh,
to post the pictures. So,
oh, go check it out. You got to read those
okay.
books if you
Yeah, I
find them.
do.
All right, but Mike, I'm so glad we got to do this. This was really
It's fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you know a little bit more about the Ultraverse. It doesn't sound like it piqued your interest to actually crack open and read anything.
It actually, there was a few where I'm like, I kind of need to go and read this now. So
Okay.
we'll see. Yeah.
But as far as card design, so 90s. So it'll take you back. We'll post a few pictures also just on social media, little close-ups of the cards so you guys can enjoy them. But thanks so much for checking out this video with us. More comic card crazy to come. In fact, next time around, we kind of teased it, but I'm going to be opening up a pack of the Valiant era cards. So we'll see what's going on inside here, see how they compare to the Ultraverse. But stay subscribed here to Wizards, the podcast guide to comics on YouTube. Go find us on social media at Wizards Comics on all your favorite platforms. And of course, if you want a little bit more out of your experience, we even do bonus comic card crazy videos for our patrons at patreon.com/Wizards Comics. $5 a month. You get so many perks. Go over there, find them for yourself, see what appeals to you. Either way, we'd love the support. But hey, until next time, keep your books bagged and boarded.